Hi guys, welcome back to another draft analysis of Ace. Okay, so in game 1, Mineski managed to take the game pretty convincingly against Liquid. As I mentioned in the analysis, Mineski does have a stronger laning phase, but I didn't expect them to be able to snowball the lane so hard. And they did. I thought that Liquid had a better draft because I felt Mineski didn't have the right answers to deal with Ember Spirit on mid one in the late game. But the late game didn't come, and because of their lead, they were able to shut down Liquid's lineup. And I have to mention that Liquid actually played super disciplined. They took almost no risk in their pushes. They just went objective and objective. They played super safe. They continued to farm the whole map. And that's just a sign of I believe that's under Mushi's leadership, because he has so much experience. He understands the potential of him losing, and they just play around the least percentage, probably like 0.1% chance of them losing. All their decisions are made such that they are almost guaranteed to win. And Ice on the Night Stalker, he played a crazy game and he transited into a right clicker instead of a utility Night Stalker, which is something to watch as well. Okay, so moving on to game 2. Pretty straightforward bans in the first phase. Chen, Lich, Night Stalker. So Liquid decided to remove the Night Stalker after the performance that Ice had in game 1. We first picked this game, Liquid managed to get the Venomancer, which is the hero that they always wanted. And Mineski responds with Rubik Clockwork. I'm not sure why the Rubik is picked up here, but if I have to make a guess, it's because they really want the Clockwork, which is Jebs. Jebs played extremely well on that hero in game 1. And because if they let Rubik through, Liquid might pick it up for Kuroki himself. Just because Clockwork is a really strong, Rubik's a really strong hero against Clockwork. But that's just one aspect, and I'm not sure if that's a strong reason for it. But it could just be they want a very stable position 5 support on Rubik. Yeah, and so Liquid, they went on to pick up Spirit for GH, which this hero has been really successful in the StarLadder, the whole entire StarLadder. Moving on, Mineski banned away Broodmother and Alchemist, same as the first game. And Liquid removes Mirana Pakna. Mirana is Nana played really well earlier as well. It's one of his comfort picks, as well as Pakna is just a really strong hero, and Liquid decided not to go for it anymore. I think their mind game didn't work using the Pakna, so they felt that they'll just, I think, ignore this hero maybe. Either that or they might consider bringing it back if they don't get a Veno later on. Moving on to the second phase, Mineski, you can consider getting Ice hero here. Will they go for the Winter Wyvern, which they had quite good success on? Winter Wyvern, Visage, the heroes that Ice likes to play. Or maybe they'll go back for the Timbersaw, although I don't see this game being a very strong Timbersaw game.
Liquid's turn to pick.
Instead they go for the Puck on Nana. Not sure about this pick though, because there's already a Earth Spirit Silence on Liquid's side, and it's very hard to phase shift a Earth Spirit Silence because it happens so quickly.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Okay, so now Liquid, how would they respond to this current lineup of Mineski? The Mineski lineup haven't shown much yet. They just have their 2 supports as well as a Puck, which is most likely going to the mid lane. I think Liquid will just secure a hero for Kuroki himself. I actually think Liquid can go for defensive support, maybe like Dazzle, just to play around the aggression that Mineski is putting up.
Lion.
Okay, instead they go for the Lion. He's a hero we actually don't almost never see, yeah. But it's an answer to the Puck. The instant hex on the Puck is pretty strong, as well as the Earth Spirit Silence. So it's like now Liquid, both supports have an answer to the Puck.
10 seconds remaining.
That being said, they are providing a
5
very
seconds
strong
remaining.
spell for Rubik to steal. Almost every single spell of Lion is good except for maybe Mana Drain. Okay, so now Liquid has a
Team Liquid's turn to
has a setup hero on the Lion in the mid late game. After he gets his blink, he can help to set up a lot of kills on the side lanes.
I speak for the trees.
And going to the 4th pick, Mineski picked up the Viper, a extremely strong lane dominator, and the Nature's Prophet on Team Liquid for mind control. Okay, this means this Puck is on Ice Ice Ice.
10 seconds remaining.
They could still put Nana on the Puck
5
and
seconds
Mushi on the Viper,
remaining.
and then Ice 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 on something like a Timbersaw, something that scales much later. That's one option. The other option is just Viper mid, Puck off lane, and carry that scales like maybe anti-mage. This game Liquid didn't ban anti-mage, so yeah, Mushi might go back for the anti-mage. Mineski, which hero will they target towards Miracle? I think Miracle hero is like,
Liquid's turn to
and they ban
battle.
away Juggernaut. I think Mineski realized that every time Liquid draft a Venomancer for multiple men, they like to leave him around alone and draft something stronger for Miracle, like a right clicker scaling core. So they target the Juggernaut this game.
10 seconds remaining.
Liquid might go for
5 seconds remaining.
maybe a Savan on Miracle on the safe lane, and then put Venomancer, multiple men in the mid lane, like up against the Viper. I think Liquid should ban the anti-mage here, just to remove Mushi's hero.
Team Liquid's turn
Instead,
to
Liquid
pick.
still decide to ban the Savan just because they don't want the Nature's Prophet to have a
Radiant
terrible
team
time.
pick.
And they go for Miracle's Terrorblade. Yeah, I mentioned that every time they pick Venomancer or multiple men, they like to go for a more scaling hero for Miracle. So their choice is the Terrorblade this game. And Mineski, Arc Warden.
You may now select your
Wow.
heroes.
Okay, so their answer to the last pick is the Ice 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 Arc Warden. Okay, so I mentioned Mushi can play Viper with Nana on the Puck, and then they'll pick something that can scale extremely well for Ice Ice Ice. So this is like I would say it's a pocket strat for Mineski, where Ice 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 is playing the Arc Warden. Because Mineski very seldom leaves Ice 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 hero to the last, and it seems to me that this is a strategy they had all along, where they'll hide Ice 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 hero and last pick this Arc Warden. Okay, so Liquid's pushing potential, their lane setup and everything is quite decent with the Venomancer as well as the Prophet. The team fights is not too bad, and I think the pace of this game will be pretty fast. 4 heroes on Liquid will be fighting quite consistently, as with Miracle split pushing. And Mineski's lineup as well. They have the 4 heroes, Viper, Puck, Rubik, as well as Clockwork that will be fighting consistently. And then the Arc Warden will be split pushing also. So it's a very similar playstyle on both sides. In terms of the lane matchup, the Viper will definitely win his lane,
Prepare for battle.
and I think they'll put Venom mid against him and leave Terrorblade in the safe lane for Miracle. In that case, the lane might favor Liquid a bit more. It's going to be Nana Puck on the off lane, so it'll be up against Terrorblade. I think Liquid's draft, the but at least for the laning wise, is able to match up to Mineski much better than game 1. So they won't be losing the early game as badly as they did. And the late game potential of Liquid is really strong because of the Terrorblade. But Mineski's one is also it can match up, especially with the Arc Warden. Arc Warden's damage can never be underestimated. This game is going to be extremely close and very nice to watch, I believe. Okay, so if you like what I do, please subscribe and leave a comment below if you have anything to say. Okay, bye.